F22 fighter jet may have put an end to the suspected Chinese spy balloon, but it did not remedy tensions between Beijing and Washington. The U.S. military shot down that balloon off the Carolina coast yesterday. This came days after it was first spotted high above Montana. China now calling the U.S. response an overreaction. They claim it was a weather balloon gone adrift and said they reserve the right to take further action. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin says the military shot down the balloon over water because shooting it down over land was too risky. The balloon, now just debris, is being retrieved from the Atlantic Ocean near Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Local lawmakers reacted to the actions made to take down that balloon. Representative John Molinar released a statement saying, in part, quote, "Those 7 days of weakness and inaction jeopardized our national security. The balloon could have been stopped after it was first spotted and posed minimal threat to the public," end quote. And Representative Elisa Slotkin tweeted a response saying, in part, quote, "I'm glad we shot it down now that there's no risk to civilian casualties, but there needs to be consequences for the CCP beyond the postponement of Blinken's trip to Beijing," end quote. Mid-Michigan Now reporter Justin Kent talked with our political analyst about how this is playing out and its impact on the U.S.-China relations.
Retired political professor Paul Rozycki says the Republican Party disagrees with how long it took the Biden administration to act. This criticism comes as President Biden maintains he was advised by military officials that shooting down the balloon would be safer over water instead of land. Despite their differences, Rozycki says both political parties agree on one thing: downing the balloon was the right move.
Clearly, when you go into somebody else's airspace, the offended nation does have the right to respond, including shooting things down.
Rozycki says this will have an impact on China-U.S. relations.
But I think it was an attempt for the Chinese to test us to see what our response would be. They claimed it was a weather balloon, but almost nobody is buying that.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken has already postponed his trip to Beijing, which was scheduled to help ease tensions between the two countries.
That goal was really in some ways to open some avenues of communication to avoid maybe a new Cold War.
The balloon incident sparked more questions than answers, and Rozycki believes the president will have more to say in the days to come.